Krishna. The topic is why Srila Prabhupada is Jagad Guru. So if we understand what the meaning of the word Jagad Guru is the guru of the whole world, and not only the whole world, the whole universe. So there were many predictions in the scriptures that somebody is going to come in this Kali Yuga and spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. Bhaktivinoda Thakur also predicted that there will be a person who will come and spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. And one time, Srila Prabhupada in Vrindavan, he was on a morning walk, and the devotees said to him that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he spread Krishna consciousness all over India. But it seems that he left it for you, Srila Prabhupada, to spread all over the world. And Prabhupada said yes, and for you. So the Leela continues. It doesn't stop with Srila Prabhupada. Spreading Krishna consciousness all over the world is also for the devotees who are doing the preaching now as well. Also it's predicted Chaitanya Mangal that Lord Chaitanya says, I will send my Senipati Guru, my general. And obviously it was Srila Prabhupada who is that general. And he did not, Prabhupada, when he went on his mission, he did not think, oh, I need so much money, or else how can I go? He had no money. He wanted to go to New York, America, without any money. And he did it. He did it, actually. He got a free ticket on a boat, and he got 2 heart attacks on the boat. But still he didn't stop. He didn't give up his determination. So this is the quality of a pure devotee. This is the quality of someone who has the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Someone who sees everyone equally. When he landed in Boston and he was looking at the people, he was thinking, how am I going to make them understand? They're just so much in ignorance and passion. You can imagine an elderly sannyasi going to the West and what he's seeing, all the the prostitution and just right on the street, everything is there. So I imagine how shocked he would be. And even the first place he stayed, and he said, I didn't know whether to go right or left. And the first place he stayed with some sponsor, and they had meat in the fridge. So Prabhupada, he never saw meat in his life, but now he had to live in this way. But he made all these sacrifices because he saw everyone equally. He didn't discriminate, oh, these are Christians, these are Hindus, these are... Many times people would say, why are you coming to America to teach this? We already have our Christianity. And in London they say, what are you doing here? And he said, I've come to teach what you have forgotten, and that is God. And if you go to the West, you will see what is the religion. It's not God, it's money. It's, well, those who have money, they are worshipped. They are the gods of the West. Money is God. So Prabhupada is Jagad Guru because he fulfilled all the predictions of the scriptures, and because he had that broad vision of a Paramahansa to see everyone equally, all people equally. He's just like sometimes in India they would challenge him. He said, why are you going to the West? This is our Hindu religion. And Prabhupada would quote Bhagavad Gita that Krishna does not say, I am the father of the Hindus. He says, I am the father of everyone. He says, I am the father of all living entities. Pita, I am the Pita. I'm not a Hindu, just the father of the Hindus. Because Krishna is like the sun. The sun may appear anywhere. Krishna appeared in India, so that's the fortune of India. The misfortune is that the Indians are throwing away their culture, and the Westerners are taking up the culture. So that's why Prabhupada had to leave India and go to America. And when he came to America, he told us, Krishna is God, worship Krishna. And we said, yes. Why not Krishna? If he said it in India, he would tell Krishna is God. No, no, Ganesh, why not Ganesh, why not Shiva, why not this one, that one? So that's why he went to the West, and he brought us back from the West to show the Indians what the Americans are doing. We are following Krishna. And then, even when I gave my class yesterday, I asked why you came here to Krishna, and one of them said, because of you. You're a Westerner, why you're taking this? I just wanted to see, and that's the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. He took us, who didn't know anything about Krishna, who were breaking all the rules, and he changed us, he transformed us into Vaishnavas. So that is the quality of a Paramahansa, a Mahajan, a Mahabhagavata. That he can go anywhere, and he can bring Krishna because Krishna is in his heart. So he can give Krishna to anyone, he can give Vrindavan to everyone. He made Vrindavan everywhere. Now we have Vrindavan, New Vrindavan, we have Radha Krishna temples all over the world. And wherever Radha and Krishna are, that's Vrindavan. So this is Jagad. Jagad Guru means he brought Radha Krishna Gonitai all over the world. It means he brought the whole culture. He was advised by one of his godbrothers, now who had gone to the West. Now if you go to the West, you have to wear a suit and a tie and dress and eat with a fork and a spoon. And Prabhupada said, no, I will teach them to wear dhoti and sari and to eat with their hands. So he didn't take our culture, he gave us Krishna culture. He gave us the culture of Krishna consciousness, and he made us change. And we didn't even have saris in the early day. All we had was sheets, yellow sheets for grihastas and orange sheets for brahmacharis and brahmacharinis also. They also had orange sheets. No saris and dhotis. So imagine the sight when we would walk outside and people would say, why are you wearing sheets? Because they didn't know, it was strange. Maybe if we had saris it would have been a little better. But yeah, so he changed people all over the world, and the language it didn't matter what language it was. Just by seeing Srila Prabhupada, people's hearts were changed very easily. This is a symptom. He was not afraid before he left. He asked help from many. Once he got to America, he asked many of his godbrothers to come, and they all said, no, actually, they had different reasons why they couldn't come. So they didn't want to leave, of course, India. They didn't want to leave Vrindavan. They didn't want to leave, and they didn't have the courage that Srila Prabhupada had. So that's why he's Jagad Guru. He had the courage. He was the one who took the message of Lord Chaitanya all over the world. I mean, he started in America, and then he had the globe of the world, and he was turning the globe. This was maybe after a few weeks, after he got a few devotees. He says, okay, and then he put his finger, he stopped, okay, Brahmananda, you go here, Africa, okay, you go there, you go there, you go Russia, you go here. And they were thinking, why we should go all these places? We'll just stay here and chant Hare Krishna. But Prabhupada had such a big vision. He didn't say it's, even the Americans were thinking, oh, this is very nice, we have Krishna consciousness. But Prabhupada said, no, we want to give everyone a chance. In Africa, they were not preaching to the Africans, they were preaching to the Indians. When Prabhupada went there, he said, let's rent a hall and open it to the Africans. He wanted everybody to be a devotee. And it doesn't matter what your birth is. He didn't discriminate. And he gave everyone an equal chance. Men, women, black, white, Chinese. Everybody had an equal chance. So this is the mentality of Jagad Guru. He didn't make distinctions, as there are still distinctions in many places in India. If you're a Westerner, then you cannot do so many things in the culture, the Hindu culture. We're not allowed to go into Jagannath temple, or that's one example. Or in some of the other mats, even in Vaishnava mats, they don't allow Westerners to do puja or serve prasadam. So Prabhupada, so that's not Jagad Guru. That cannot be. Then that's just Hindu, or it's according to birth. And Prabhupada he did not see this country, that country. He said Krishna belongs to everyone, just like the sun. The sun shines in America, the sun shines in India, the sun shines in Russia and China. And nobody says if the sun is shining over America, oh, it's an American sun. Or if now it comes to India, oh, this is Indian son. So Krishna is like that. He's not Indian, he's not American, he's God. He's like the sun, he shines equally on everyone. So Prabhupada had that quality of Krishna to see everyone equally. That means Jagad. That is the real meaning. And he didn't make distinctions. Continuing on the topic of Jagad, when Prabhupada was in Juhu Beach, Bombay, then there were, the devotees were living, and there were many tenants in the back, and people would also come sometimes, some children would come and visit. But one time, one child came, Christian child, and he stole some papayas from a papaya tree, and the devotees caught him. And so they took him to Srila Prabhupada. And so here was this young boy, and then there was a devotee who was saying, we caught him, he was stealing our papayas. So Prabhupada said to the devotee, so if you have these papayas, what will you do with them? And the devotee said, I will eat them. And he asked the boy, so if you have these papayas, what will you do with them? And the boy said, I will eat them. So Prabhupada said, okay, you need papayas? Take as many as you want. You take papayas. And then the parents of that child were so happy that they started coming to the temple, and they actually became devotees, these Christians, just because Prabhupada, he didn't see any difference between his devotees and this boy. On the topic of Jagad again, in Calcutta temple, one time, one man, he was a Christian man, and in front of the Calcutta temple, his car got a flat tire. So he came up to the temple, he was completely drunk, dead drunk. And he was so drunk, he was making noise, and then finally he just collapsed unconscious on the floor. And devotees were very upset, and this was during Tulsi Arti. This man came, and so Prabhupada was there, and he heard the noise, and he came out. And these devotees, they were ready to pick the guy up and throw him out the temple. But Prabhupada said, no, you take him home to his house. He cannot take himself home. So then the devotees took him home, and then the man came back. The next time he was not drinking. He was completely sober. And he came for Tulsi Arti, he came for noon Arti. Nobody was there. I was the pujari, I was just singing. And so and then he started to learn the words to the song, and he started to come regularly, Christian man. And after some time, Prabhupada left his body. And so the husband and wife, the Christians, they were remembering, they were even chanting Hare Krishna now. Also they had a big picture of Jesus, and they were also chanting Hare Krishna. And then one night, the man had a dream of Srila Prabhupada, and Prabhupada said, I'm giving you a name, your name is Tulsi Arti. And he woke up, and he was so excited, and the wife also woke up, and he said, guess what, I saw Prabhupada, he gave me a name. And the wife said, guess what, I also saw Prabhupada, and he gave me a name too. And so then they both were like devotees, they became devotees. Just because Prabhupada had so much compassion on this drunk man who collapsed in the temple. Of course, it's no accident that his car got a flat tire in front of the temple. So then they sent their daughter off to school in America. And one day they got a phone call, oh, I have a boyfriend now. And they said, how could you have a boyfriend? We've been chanting Hare Krishna and bringing you up so nicely. So then she said, okay, I'm coming. So then they went to meet her on the airplane. And she came out from the plane, and then her boyfriend came out. He had a dhoti and a kurta, he was a devotee. So then they were happy about that okay, she found a devotee. So that was a mercy. Prabhupada, he didn't discriminate. This person's a Muslim, this person's a Christian. He just gave Krishna consciousness to everyone. Hare Krishna.